Now listen. They say a smart person learn from everybody and from everything. But a foolish person learn from nobody and knows everything. Let me tell you, something does not have to happen to you before you learn from it. When something good or bad happen to others, you learn from it. Don't wait until it happens to you. But you see fools, they wait until it happens to them before they learn. They wait until it happens to them before they learn. Now, I came here to tell you a true life story that you can learn from. You know, there are people who like to argue. When I drop a video, you see some people come under the comment section to make irrelevant comments. Well, my videos are for intelligent people, people who are willing to learn from it. But if you do not want to learn, continue wallowing in ignorance. Continue wallowing in ignorance. I cannot help you. Now listen to this story. One lady who was born and bred in Africa told her story. She said she came from a very poor family. Her parents struggled to sponsor her through school. Well, she was lucky to complete her secondary school education. So, after she finished her secondary school education, a man came to ask for her hand in marriage. Well, she had no other option than to accept to marry the man. As years went by, she became pregnant and delivered a baby boy. Now, so they were living happily. She was living happily with her husband until things went south. How did things go south? Let me tell you. The husband began to date other girls outside. The husband began to have side chicks. So, when the husband began to have side chicks outside, he then neglected her. He did not pay attention to this lady. To the extent, because the husband knew she was from a poor family, so the husband treated her anyhow, believing she has nobody. You know, she couldn't talk because the parents were poor. So, what happened that made the marriage crash was this man began to bring the husband began to bring his side chicks home. This lady could not bear it anymore. So the husband said, well, if you do not want to continue with the marriage, you can go. You see, this is why I keep telling ladies, don't depend on a man when you are in a marriage. Always look for a way to be making your own money. Don't just sit and depend entirely on the man, because when the man sends you packing, or even if the man knows you don't have source of income, you don't make money, you don't earn money, the man may decide to treat you anyhow. Eventually, the marriage crashed. Guess what happened? When the marriage crashed, the man brought one of the side chick home, that's married one of the side chick. So this lady had to send the son to the mother in the village, remained in the city. A smart woman. She acted smart because she did not return to the village. She remained in the city and began to do some menial jobs, That was how she survived. Doing menial jobs, all these kind of small jobs to take care of her son in the village and to take care of the aged parents. Many years went by. One day, a golden opportunity showed up for this lady, which she did not miss. She did not miss it. So she grabbed this opportunity. That opportunity was for her to travel abroad. Eventually, the process was successful and she arrived to Europe. She came to Austria. Well, she said when she came to Austria, life was not easy for her. It was very difficult for her. So when she eventually got her residence permit, she secured a job in a restaurant where she served, the guests. So one of the customers in the restaurant picked interest on her, but the customer that picked interest on her was an old man who was old enough to be her father. A man old enough to be her father picked interest on her, an European man. Now listen, at first, she refused to date the man, but the man began to, give her tips. Showed immense interest on her. Well, she remembered that she has a son back home in Africa, and she has poor parents back home in Africa. So she decided to date the man. As she dated the man, she now found out the man was very rich. So as years rolled by, the man asked to marry her and she agreed. So after the marriage, she now disclosed to the man that she has a son somewhere in Africa. She told the man everything. Some European men are good. So the man said, okay, since you have your biological son in Africa, it would be wise to invite the boy here. So they processed the documents and invited the boy here. When the boy came, this woman did everything humanly possible to make sure the boy was successful in life. She paid the school fees, did everything to make sure that the boy was successful. Well, she married an old man. Eventually, the man died. So when the man died, the man left a will. He gave this boy, her son, some part of the will, and gave the woman a bit too. But what happened was the money the boy got from the will, this boy refused to share with the mother. The money he got from the will, he refused to share with the mother. Even, the money the boy got, he refused to share with the mother. Never for once has he been to the mother's place to help her in any way. The mother told me. The money he got from the whale, he spent with the girls, he spent on himself. He doesn't even have time to call the mother. The woman said the boy only calls whenever he needed something from her. Only when he needed something from her. That's only when he calls. And today, the woman is regretting all what she has done for the son. He said because the son is not showing appreciation, is not grateful for the sacrifices the mother made for him. Now the mother is aged. The mother is in her 60s. The woman said she wasted her life because of the son. That she married the old man in order to give the son and the people in Africa a better life. So this man, that man she married, wasn't who she was supposed to marry. But because of the poverty in her family, because of the financial responsibilities she has, she decided to marry that old man in order to give this boy a good life. Yet, this boy is not there for her at old age. Well, guys, I want to end this video here. This video is for you to learn. I'm not telling you not to be there for your children, but learn from this story. Well, my name is Rodi. See you in my next video. But don't forget to follow my page. See you in my next video.